Hello. Okay, so it is like 10 o'clock. Let me see here. Hold on. No. It is 10:25. I think this late night thing is going to become a trend. That's how I feel. It seems like every time I lay down and I'm wanting to go to sleep, God says no. Maybe it's because I'm busy during the day, and maybe it's because when I'm in bed, it's more quiet, and maybe I'm more aware of His voice that I don't know. Who? So He spoke to me. Okay, this is great. But before I say what He said, I got up to do this video, and I looked on the counter and I noticed that my purse was gone. And I'm like, I always put my purse in the same spot, okay? And it's not there. And I had used my credit card. I remember getting my credit card out because I ordered something for my daughter online, and I used it. So I knew I had my purse, but it wasn't where it normally is, right? So I'm looking all over for it. I cannot find it. My son's looking with me, and he can't find it, and we're both like, we remember seeing it here. We remember seeing it here. What is going on? And I really think that Satan was using this as a distraction, because there was no reason for me to need my purse right now, okay? But the fact that I knew that it was missing, right when I was going to do this video, he kind of points out that your purse is missing, right? And I think he was using it as a distraction to keep me from doing this video. So we're looking all over for it. I'm starting to get worried, and I knew God would eventually let me know where it was. And I prayed to Him and I asked Him, God, I know this is a distraction, and I know you know where it's at. And this has happened multiple times to me in my life. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. But yeah, it happens to me because I'm very scatterbrained. So I was waiting for Him to tell me where it was, and I wasn't getting anything from Him, and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh goodness, I'm not going to be able to sleep. I know I can't do this video until I find this, because my mind is not going to be there. And that's when He said, go look in your car. And I told my son, I said, okay, I think he just told me to go look at my car, in my car. I'm going to run outside real quick and look at my car. Sure enough, it was in my car. He's so good. 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 And He cares. He cares about the details. Okay, so I'm laying in bed, right? I'm laying in bed. And He says to me, He says, dry land is visible. Dry land is visible. And I'm like, what? Dry land is visible. And then He gave me this vision, okay, and I'm on the ark, and the rainbow is above me, and I look out in the distance, and there is dry land. And I'm like, oh, dry land is visible. And He wants you to know. He wants you to know that you're almost there. You're almost there. Dry land is right over there. And the promise is right above you. The promise, the sign of the promise is right above you, and dry land is visible in the distance. So just keep holding on, keep holding on. He said that you were faithful during the destruction. And he said, you were faithful during the waiting period. When he had you in that ark waiting, you know, he brought you out of the destruction, right? And then you were waiting. You're just waiting. And you feel like you're waiting forever. And the scenery never changes. You're looking around, it's the same thing every day. And he's saying, get ready, because your scenery is about to change. Dry land is visible. You're going to be stepping off of that ark soon. You're going to be stepping your foot onto dry land, and it's going to be a new beginning, and it's going to look totally different from where you are right now. He says, he really pressed in my spirit the yucky smell in the ark, okay? And he says he knows it's been very uncomfortable in this waiting period. He says he knows it's been very uncomfortable, and he knows that you have felt trapped in the same spot for a very long time, wondering, when is this going to be over? He said Noah didn't know. He didn't know how long it was going to be. But all he could do was wait. All he could do was wait it out. And the waters finally receded. And dry land became visible. And God is saying dry land is now visible. And you just have to wait a little bit longer so that the waters recede a little bit more, so that you're able to get off of the ark, get out of your waiting period, out of the monotony of feeling trapped, feeling like in limbo, you know, like you knew. I mean, you've had this feeling inside of you, like there is more. I know there is more. I know there is more for me. This cannot be it. This cannot be it, God. You took me out of that bad situation, and I've just felt like I'm in limbo. You know, where are you going to put me? And he says that the waiting period was not just to wait. It was also for your preparation and for your protection. So that you are ready to step onto the dry land. He's about to change the scenery. You've been looking out and just seeing water every day, same thing over and over and over again. And God says he's about to change the scenery. You're going to step on dry land. Things are going to be different. You're going to start a whole new beginning. It's going to be a whole new beginning. No more feeling trapped. No more yucky smells. Okay. Whatever that meant, you know, the uncomfortableness of it. Being cooped up and just not being able to move. He says you're going to be free. You're going to be able to move freely in this new land he's bringing you into. Just hold on a little bit longer. Hold on a little bit longer, because dry land is visible. He's making the waters recede, and your time is coming. The promise. Okay, I'm sorry. My phone cut off because it ran out of space. So I had to delete some stuff, and I'm back. But really, I'm done. The video's over. God's saying, hold on a little bit longer. Okay, your dry land is visible. It's not going to be much longer. It's not going to be much longer. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Love ya.